All right.
Hey, Adonia, come here. Oh, sorry.
Madim Lapani Arosh. Let us stand and face the east. All right. All praises and glory and honor unto the Most High B'Hashem Yahushai. We're back. All right. So let's share that right quick. All right. All praises and glory and honor unto the Most High B'Hashem Yahushai. We're back. All right, so our lesson today is so-called blacks will never find peace in America. So-called blacks will never find peace in America. All right, so get me Psalm 94 and 16 to open up.
Book of Psalm 94, verse 16. Shalom, sis. The book of Psalm 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Right, so who will stand up for me against the evildoers? Who's an evildoer? Is someone who's killing our black men in the streets. You understand? All they do is evil toward our people, man. Okay? So the Bible says who will stand up against these people? All right? And how do we stand up against these people, man? As you can see, man, there's nowhere that's safe for our people in this country. Okay? And there's, as you can see that Army lieutenant, how he got pepper sprayed, humiliated, George Floyd, and all our people, man, getting shot down in the streets of America, getting killed, and there's no justice. Okay, but the thing is, our people, we still, after 400 years, we're still hoping there'll be a change of heart in the system. We're still hoping that one day we'll finally, the shooting gonna stop. Okay, but remember, black men, black women, as you're listening today, put that in your mind. Whatever house that's built on a foundation, gonna remain on that same foundation. If you build a house on rocks, it's gonna stay up on rocks. If you build it on blood, it has to run on blood. Because blood is the foundation of America. Blood is what runs America. Okay? It's embedded in America's core and doctrine and ideology. Our foreparents didn't change it back then, although they protest. They cry. They even shoot a couple of white cops. And we're not going to change it now either. Okay? Because this is embedded. America, European societies are built upon racism. What do I mean by that? They're built upon racism. Racism is what makes them supreme, quote unquote, in the world. Unless we face the fact, just like a white lady was saying, if you're born in America and you're white, you are racist. If you're not racist, you're a miracle because you are taught that all day long in America. Everything that's white is right. Black, think about it. You are forced to even call yourself black. You might say, how? Well, even in your job application, what do they put? What do they have in the applications for your race? But do they put Israelites in there? What do they put in there for you? Black. When you go to the prison, you need to be registered as black. Wherever you go, you are forced to choose to be black. And once we read in the dictionary, black means everything is as evil. And the evil, there's one thing you got to do with evil, quote unquote. You got to get rid of it. That's how the white men look at you. You see, racism is embedded in America. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? Get me Micah. Let's open with that. Micah 2:10. There's only one way you can deal. If you're dealing with a woman or a man, and that partner keep mistreating you for 400 years, even for 4 years, right? They keep beating you up, and you have no power to get justice. There's only one thing to do. And unless black people do what the Most High recommended, we're going to be in that situation forever. And it doesn't matter we are the black president. It doesn't matter we work in the army. We jump, we got shot. We dance, we got shot. We fight, we got shot. We run for government office, we got shot. And what you're going to see, not before long, man. You see now they're really going after the army guys, showing them even you're in the army. Oh, there's a new article that came out. There's an army, a so-called black man. For punishment, they had him wear a chain around his neck. Carry the chain all day long, man. For a bunch of days. And once he filed a complaint, the whole board said, nah, it never happened. Although they had pictures of this man, they had him carry a chain around his neck. A heavy chain too. That's his punishment, to remind him that he's a slave.
It's the practice in time for them again. They're rehearsing now.
You understand? But guess what? We're going to go fight for these people. We're going to go in their army. We're going to be part of the police force. We're going to be part of their government. You know, black people, you've been trying to integrate since you came out here. How is it working for you so far? And now listen to the Lord your God, man. The Lord your God has sent a message for you. Let's see what he says. Read that out.
Micah 2, verse 10.
verse 10.
The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10.
Bring it out.
Arise ye and depart.
And do what?
And depart.
And do what?
And depart.
The Most High said, arise and leave. Get you together and leave. Arise and depart. Read.
For this is not your rest.
This is not what?
For this is not your rest.
What is your rest? Meaning this is not the place where you're going to have it good. This is not the place where you're going to prosper. This is not the place where you're going to have a good government. You know, you're not going to get shot anymore. Here is not the place. Because I said something very important. America is built on blood. It runs on Negroes. It runs on white supremacy. You know why they shoot you in the streets? A lot of you don't understand what's going on. You know why they shoot blacks and they love to do that? And they love to go to the court and play a whole scene out. Do you know why? Who got the spiritual eyes to tell me why they keep doing that? Yeah, but there's a deeper meaning and message behind that. Why do they love to shoot us and go to the court and play a whole scenery about it? There we go. To show that they are in control. To show that they're superior. To show that you Negroes ain't not. I'm supreme. I rule. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to make a big show in the court out of it. Then I'm going to show you that I'm going to let the men go for free. And there's no damn thing you can do about it. Mm-hmm. You see, I told you, America is built on white supremacy. It's built like that. It's going to remain like that. Because the minute they let go of white supremacy, they lose America. They know that. And to show themselves supreme to you, because remember, get me Deuteronomy 6 and 7. This is the war that's going on that you black men don't understand, man. It's a supremacy war. But the white man's playing smooth. He's playing deep. You know? But read that, what the Bible says.
Deuteronomy what?
6 and 7.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently.
Deuteronomy 7:6. Sorry, my bad.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power.
Right, so the Lord God, our God, Yahweh, said that we are a holy people unto the Most High. Check this out. Read on.
The Most High thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Read.
Above all people.
Above what?
Above all people.
Above what?
Above all people.
You see that? When you see the word above, that means everybody's below you. You see, this is a war for supremacy. Since the time Jacob and Esau was born, it's been a struggle and a fight. Who's going to be first? Who's going to be on top? But right now, the white man is making sure that he stay on top. He's going to kill you. He's going to continuously show you that he's supreme. Because God said you're supposed to be above him. God creates you more beautiful. He creates you with better hair texture. He creates you with better eyes. He creates you with strength. He creates you with a better brand too. Yeah, better brand. Because as I said, a lot of you really think the white man's smart. Even their own people say the only thing the white man create is a patent office. All he does is take your ideas. Still today, they're monitoring what you say on the phone so they can create new things. Okay. So the Most High say, I create you to be above all nations. But this is a war of supremacy. When you talk like that, our people still asleep. They're like, man, you guys are like the KKK. We haven't killed anybody. The KKK have. You understand? And regardless of what you think, this is what's going on. If you don't open your eyes to see, we're going to have more George Floyd going to get killed. If we're not going to be confident in who we are as a people and stop thinking that we below these nations and keep fearing them. Because what they're trying to do is to put fear in you. That's why they don't like us Hebrew Israelites. Because we're going to come online and we're going to tell them the business. Because we only fear him not take their body. You see, that's what fear do to you. Fear puts you in line. Fear puts you in line.
Yeah. Make you
Submit to them. That's what they do. And that's the only problem they have with our people, because we don't want to submit to them. We're the only nation that keep fighting with them.
Right.
They're pushing homosexual in the black community. Till today, a lot of our black people we ain't dealing with that. So they have to work so hard to have Satan take over our communities. You know, they go among the heathen, give them white Jesus, give them homosexuality, give them wickedness. They gladly accept it. But our people, it's a struggle with them. So, because we don't want to get down to the program, they have to continuously manipulate us psychologically so we can get in line to fear, to hopelessness. Okay? They're going to put us in a condition where we see no hope. When we go in the court, when we were hoping in the court say you're not guilty. Right? I was listening to that journalist. You know what he said? He said the lady that killed the new man, he said, well, because that happens now, the jury gonna be afraid to proclaim the criminal, the guy that killed George Floyd. He said the jury might impact the jury to say the guy is not guilty. I'm like, so you guys planning to make him not guilty? You see, he said the jury might be affected and might not want to proclaim the guy not guilty. So, I'm like, what do you mean by that exactly?
He's just throwing it out there. Whoever having eyes to see can see it.
Right. It's like saying, okay, we're gonna put him not guilty, but we're afraid now the jury might be shaken. See, that means they already have plans to let him go. And we know a lot of things that's happening in the system. Esau goes so deep. If you see some of these people that put not guilty, if you keep following what happens to them next, a lot of them got freed, got no ID. They're in new countries, wherever they may be. You just don't know what's going on in this country, man. Just like a woman, she called black people monkeys from Africa. She got fired from a company, a sister company hired her. Same company. America run on racism. But read that again, bro. Micah 2:10.
Book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Micah 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
And do what?
And depart.
Read.
For this is not your rest.
This place here is not your rest. Read.
Because it is polluted.
This is what?
It is polluted.
It is polluted. Read.
It shall destroy you.
It shall what?
It shall destroy you.
The Most High say, man, this place is going to destroy you, man. It's polluted. I don't care what you're fighting for in America. It's designed to destroy you. I don't care what you're fighting for. You're fighting to get a house? This house is designed to destroy you. Sometimes we in rent, we want to buy a house in America. But you don't realize the amount of money you're going to spend to get that, to keep that house, to get that house. The kind of challenge and the mortgage, the engagement with death that you've taken. That one day if you sleep up, you spend all your money and the bank take it back. This place you rent is a problem. You buy, it's a problem. You work, it's a problem. You have your own business, it's a problem. This place is designed to destroy you. It is designed to destroy you. No matter what you do in America, it will destroy you. The school system, the education, TV. Read that again. And if we don't want to listen to the Most High, guess what? It's going to keep happening. You're going to keep crying. Read that again.
The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10.
Read.
Arise ye and depart.
And depart. Read.
For this is not your rest.
The Most High said that's not where you're supposed to take your rest and sleep. You're not supposed to be sleeping here. You understand? You need to be wide awake. Mm-hmm. This is not where you put your head down and relax. You can't relax in this place. Read.
For because it is polluted.
It is polluted. Read.
It shall destroy you.
It's going to destroy you. Read.
Even with a sore destruction.
With a very bad destruction. So the Most High said the only solution, there's no way, no other way. No going to school gonna redeem you. No dancing gonna prevent you from getting shot. No playing basketball gonna help you. Even if you become a cop, you can ask, what was his name? Donna? The cop that go against the LA police, what's it called? Christopher Donner. You can ask him. He became a cop. He went to the army service country, quote unquote. That's not your country, by the way. He went to the army, come back. He's like, man, I suffered a lot of racism, because he wrote in his manifesto. He suffered a lot of racism when he was in school. So he said, man, I'm going to the police, to the army, trying to change things. Oh, man, he found out that he can't change America. You understand? He went on there trying to arrest a guy. Well, him and I think a female or some sort, they were arresting a black man, and the female started beating the black man for no reason. That's what led to the whole thing. He tried to shoot up the LA police department. Because he stopped the lady, and because of that, he got disciplined. He got disciplined on top of him trying, just like you see a New York police officer. This week, she just got her pension back. She had to fight for over 10 years to get her pension because a white officer was choking a black man, and she stepped in and said, you can't do that. The man was already handcuffed. Just because of that, she got fired and she lost her pension for 10 years. Lady became homeless and everything. She had to fight, man, to finally get her pension. You see, this is why when things like George Floyd happened, the man was handcuffed, you put your knees on his neck. And there's a white man that is so-called a devil that came on to testify. It's like, oh, he used reasonable force. When do we actually use force? Is when there's resistance. How can a man resist when he's in handcuff?
The force is resistance.
Right? How can you actually put your... Why you need to use more force when he's already handcuffed? Don't they teach them that stuff?
You cannot say, oh, he used reasonable force. Well, you cannot use force if you don't have anything, the opposite, that, a resistance.
Right. If he's not resisting, why use force? He's handcuffed.
Yeah.
Since many times you see these people do that, man. Many times you'd pass by the hood, you see black men lying on the hot concrete, on handcuff, hot concrete, naked.
Yep. Gotta do that.
No human treatment for you in this place. You understand? And on top of that, they say what? They say you're not guilty what? Until charged, right? Mm-hmm. But the way they treat us is like you're already guilty, man. As a police officer, you're supposed to treat everybody that haven't been judged as guiltless, right? That's how it's supposed to be. Until you bring them in front of a judge. But you give them that inhuman treatment. So the Bible says, man, this place is going to destroy us with a sword destruction.
This is a perilous time, man.
You understand? Get me Zephaniah 11 and 5, man. 4 and 5. Okay, but we keep talking to you about that, man. But you don't want to listen. All you all want to do is what? Play ball, rap for America, dance for America, play their soccer, play their football, make them money. Because that's the only reason they want you here, to make them more money. That's why they brought you here. All right, read.
Zechariah. You mean Zechariah or
Zechariah 11 and 5.
Zechariah 11 verse 5.
Sorry, and 4.
Verse 4. Zechariah 11 verse 4.
Bring it out.
Thou saith the Holy One, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Right, we're supposed to feed the flock of the slaughter. Who's the flock of the slaughter? Is you so-called Negroes, man. They put you just to slaughter you. All right? Read.
Whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty.
Who's our possessor? Who own us? The so-called white man. A lot of you, white people don't own me. Well, who do you pay tax to? Who have your birth records? Who can come and take your children away if you even whoop them? Right? They can do that, don't they? Who's policing your neighborhood? Like you black, right? Let's say if we would suggest that we need black officers in the hood, we don't need no white men. Would they agree to that? No, they need to make sure they patrol you. Because they possess you from birth to now. The minute they give you that social security, they own you. Actually, they tell you straight. If you own a social security, all the debts of America, you're part of that. You're part of the assets of America.
Can use you.
You collateral damage. That means you're part of all these debts they make, that you got to work for that. You owe too. So the Bible says, who's possessed? Those people that own us. In fact, they own us so bad, we carry their names. Brother talking about Claude or Clifford, the big red dog. Right? We're talking about Billy, all these names. We carry their names. Just like a husband, a wife, if you carry the last name of your husband, you belong to that man. We carry the name of the white man. You see? Whose possessors slay us, and what happened after they slay us?
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Not what?
Not guilty.
You see that? What Derek Chauvin gonna be?
Not guilty.
That's what it's gonna be, man. And a lot of you gonna be burning things down. They love when you do that. They love to get you enraged. Like that, you get to burn your own communities.
All right.
Because you ain't going to go to no white people neighborhood and go protest. They love when you keep burning your own communities. That's good. Because Negroes are not going to go burn down some place in Boca Raton. All right? So in Beverly Hills, you're not going there to burn nothing there. You're going to stay in your neighborhood, protest, and burn whatever little infrastructure is left for you. And on top of that, they got Antifa and all kind of white people in those protests helping you burn things down. They're the one initiating those burn down. They love it. Either way, they win. The little businesses you have, they finally can find a way to burn it down. You see, back in those days, we used to get disenfranchised, by policies. But today, they can't we gonna see through the policies. Now they make you burn it another way. They get you to be disenfranchised another way. Right? So the Bible says this is not your rest. It's gonna destroy you. Everything here is destroyed to kill you. Name it. School system, workforce, government, housing market, the bank. Everything is designed for your destruction. Right? All right, so let's keep going. All right, so the Bible says that verse 5.
Verse 5 says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Read.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Most High, for I am rich.
After that, they sell you, they say, I'm rich, man. After they make money out of you, they say, God bless America. How did God bless America? Do you know most of these people that came from America, they were jailbirds from England? Okay, they were felons. I have a book. They used to call America the land of felons. It's a bunch of unwanted felons from England. They sent out here. Low lives, man. You know how they get all that they got now? They had to do what they do best: kill, pillage, rape, murder. We don't want to talk about this as a nation. If you don't understand the past, you're doomed to repeat it. You understand? Okay? So they say, now I'm rich. I'm rich because I sell your great-grandfathers, man. And a lot of people say, well, there's some good white people. I always ask one question. Do you pay tax? If you pay tax funding the government, then you won with the government. You understand? You can't, let's say if I say I'm a good person, then I'm funding kidnapping. Am I still a good person? Let's say they caught me, I'm funding drug cartels and terrorists in America. Am I still a good person? No. If you fund the government, you pay any tax, there's no such thing as good white people, man. Because all of you fund the government to continue running prisons, running the police forces, to keep killing black folks. Right? Get me Isaiah 30 and 12, man. But the biggest problem is not on white people, though, because white people are going to do what they do. They're going to do what they do, man. You're not going to stop them. Young sister back there. Can you put your legs down, please? Are you with us, sister? Are you with us or are you? All right, thank you. All right. Isaiah 30, verse 12.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 12.
Read.
Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel.
What the Most High said to our people, read.
Because he despised this word. Word. Because he despised this word.
The Bible said God's people, we hate God's words, man. We hate this word. When we teaching you all these things, man, you like, nah, man, we got to support our country. It's been 400 years. Your country haven't done anything but murder you. Mm-hmm. The only reason why they love you here is because you're making them money. You can rap. You see, you can notice like this guy that come, the Satan shoes. They love this guy. America love him because he's really, when he say he's talking about Satan, who's Satan in America? Is this so-called Caucasian? Edomites. Satan simply mean Hashatan mean enemy. They're our enemy. Once you start worshiping now the enemy, they love you. You understand? Read on that.
The book of Isaiah 30, verse
12.
12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word and trust in oppression.
You see what the young sister, you see what God say? We hate God's word, but we trust in the white man system. We trust in the system of oppression system. You understand? We trust in America that one day things gonna change. But we hate what God got to say. God say, leave this place. Come together and leave. But what we say, nah, man, I'm gonna rap, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna have plans. Until one day the cops stop you and shoot you in the head. Then what? The Bible says don't trust in this system. Because this system wasn't made for you. You understand? Read.
Because he despised this word and trust in oppression and perverseness.
You see, we trust in oppression. We trust in that same oppression. What is that oppression? We trust in America. We really believe if we work hard, go to school, you understand? Get a job. We really think one day, things gonna change. Well, wake up. It's been 400 years. That hasn't worked either. We've done everything. We march, we protest, we play. What haven't we done as a nation? We go to school. We go to the army. We wanted to vote. Maybe voting gonna change things. We fight. Let's fight for voting rights. We fight. We got the voting rights. All right. So we think, okay, finally things gonna change. But every time we fight for a new thing, the white men turn it around. They upgrade the policies. They upgrade the terms. You see, black people have been going on top of an unfinished escalator. Every time we make a next step, the white men build it higher. Every time we make a breakthrough, they make it higher. So we keep, these rabbits going around in circle. Have you guys seen them? Is it rabbits or? Those little animals we have going in circle, running, but going nowhere. Those rabbits, we put them on those, what they call them? No, you guys don't know?
Those like things that you spin?
Yeah, it's like it's running, but it keeps spinning.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Things that you put for babies.
Right, so it's like, right, it's a rat you put in a circle type and you keep running, but it keeps spinning, but it ain't going. Hamsters, there we go. Thank you, sister. Hamsters. You put hamsters in a circle and he keep running, but he ain't going no. He really think he's putting all his strength into running.
I'm getting out.
But he just don't realize he's in a circle. Black people, you are hamsters, man. You're running so hard, fighting so hard, but you ain't going nowhere. Because this system is designed to block you from everything. You got even if you want to loan money, you got redlining. You got redlining just for the poor to keep you. And they say you need credit. Okay.
I said that before. The only reason why you need credit because you broke.
Right.
You ain't got no money.
And if you don't have credit, you can't get credit. If you don't get credit cards, you can't get credit. Meaning if you don't get debts, you can't get credit.
System is built to put you in oppression.
Yeah.
Because why do you need to get a credit card to?
Because I don't have money. I don't have money, but you're gonna put the debts in my hand to destroy me further. Just so I could get more credit. See, it's designed like that.
That's why the Most High says, "Arise, for this is not your rest, man. This land is not for you." Understand?
It's designed to destroy you, man. They got policies and all kind of zoning laws and policies, man, just to keep you down. Instead of us trying to figure out laws, and a lot of black people say, "Well, you just need to know how the system operates." Well, in your lifetime, you think you're going to figure out how America operates? With all the upgrades, every week there's new town hall meetings, man. Putting new laws into effect. Every week there's a law change. By the time you finish learning that law, then there's a new law to deal with. Hamsters. We're a bunch of hamsters, man. We're running in circles. So the Bible said the only solution is to come together, unite yourself, bring your finance together. When he says come together, it's not just you come to congregation. Talking about in every way possible, live together. Then make plan and get that out of here. That's all you can do. Get ready. Because you see, when we were in Egypt, no matter what we did, we couldn't get out. The only thing we could do was an exodus. Because the Bible calls America spiritual Egypt. The same way they oppressed us in Egypt is the same way they're doing America. The only way to get out of Egypt, the only way to be at peace is to leave Egypt. Black people need to divorce America. That's all we need to do. We need to file for divorce. Yeah. That's all we need to do. We need to file for divorce, man. All right?
Not exactly. People they oppress us like from Egypt, because in Egypt they did it differently. They hit us with those things, they're like sticks with like I don't remember, but they hit us with stuff. But in this land, America, they upgraded things, because Egypt they use different things than here.
Yeah, it's an upgrade. It's the same system. All right? So the Bible says, man, we trust in oppression. Read on that, man. The biggest problem we have with our people is that we trust in this system, man. Even when you're trying to teach them their history, what happens, nah. They trust the white man. They love the white man. There's a sister that posted something, a black woman having her eyes blindfolded. Then there's the head of Jesus. She's about to fall off a cliff, and there's the head of Jesus. It's like, I trust Jesus is going to catch me. So you blindfolded in the hand of the white man.
In the hand of Jesus.
You see, we out of our wits, man.
And we're like, good luck with that.
Okay? So you trust the white man, blindly, man. See, the biggest problem why we can't get out of this is because we have too many of us that trust this system. Right. This is a big problem. And when you trust the system, you'll never try to create your own. Okay, a lot of them, when they talk, they say, this is our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States that killed you. Okay? But God people are not to trust in oppression, man. Read on. Isaiah 30.
It says, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Right, so because you trust in oppression, it's going to be like a wall ready to fall, and you ain't going to see when it's going to fall. Because you trust in this system. You know, the Most High talked to us so many ways, so many times. We just don't listen as a nation. And we keep crying, we keep banging our heads on the wall like something gonna change. There's that black woman, she go, because they changed the law in Georgia, voting laws. Because what they do, they say we're not going to give food in the voting lines anymore. It's another. Now, a lot of you might think, oh, it's not bad, right? But a lot of black people actually go to vote because of food. Yeah. A lot of black people go out there because they're going to get a meal. Because they're so hungry. There's so much in poverty. So if I'm not going to get any food and I'm hungry, you think I'm going to spend a whole day in the line to try to vote?
Try to discourage people from going.
There we go. This is what they're doing. They're discouraging black people from voting.
Yeah, because you have a lot of citizens that, may be homeless, but they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to vote for that president.
Right.
Understand? So, hey.
I'm going to line, but I know I'm going to get some food, so I'm going to stay in there. It's the same way. They've been doing that. As I told you, they've been doing that since the Jim Crow, since we even got first voting rights. You know what they did? They say, okay, black people, fine. You can vote. You got your voting rights. Okay, you got us. But for you to vote, you need to be able to write a couple of letters. You need to pass a test.
You need to know how to write
Here's
your name.
the slave that just got out of slavery. How he's going to pass a test when he don't know how to read and write? You see? It's always been like that, and it's gonna remain like when they actually pass a new law, you think it's good for you, but there's another law that counteracts, that keep the system even. You see? That's what happens. Okay? They tell black people, fine, we're gonna help you, but you can't have a husband in the house. The white man would come at midnight checking sister's house to see if there's a husband in there.
It's crazy, man.
Come on, don't we have enough history of America? I don't know, man. Even all of you you're not dumb nor stupid. We've had relationships in the past with exes, but after a track record of things they do to you, don't you leave them? The person have a history of craftiness and lies and deceit. You leave them, you dump them, right? But America, you refuse to dump America. America is the worst boyfriend ever. You understand? It's the worst boyfriend ever. And we still love America. Dang. When we going to file for divorce, man?
Unconditional love.
It's that unconditional love Christianity put in your mind for white Jesus, man.
Oh, man.
You understand? Once we going to dump that bad boyfriend, man.
I'll be like, I love you so much, I can't live without you.
They have track records of experiences and shenanigans with our lives. But we keep going. We keep talking about this is our country. Your country put you in slavery. Your country did Jim Crow laws. Your country put housing laws, zoning laws, laws that's going to destroy you, redlining laws. Even in the voting system, there's a thing they do where they break down cities. Here's how it works, if you don't know, in the voting laws. Let's say, a town there's a town concentrated mostly black people. Do you know they have a law that split the state? Like they say, okay, this part can only vote for that part, this part can only vote for that part. So that means if a concentration of black people come together, you can decide to vote for one particular representative. Mm-hmm. You can be like, okay, I'm going to send a black representative in. So they say, no, if there's too many black people in one area, we're going to split it. This part can only vote for this kind of representative. This part cannot. So like that, the overall black people cannot send people in. Mm. You see? So even you voting doesn't even matter, man. Worst boyfriend ever, man. Okay? Black people need to file for divorce, man. Okay? But we trust in oppression. Get me Isaiah 59 and 4, man.
Isaiah chapter 59 and 4. The book of Isaiah 59 verse 4 said, none called for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies.
Right, you see that? That's why none plead for justice, man. We speak Vanity. We trust in vanities. Yeah, all we care about is get the next rim. You see Negro passing by your house, man. Your house shaking because you got a 2,000 amp speaker blowing your house roof. Boom, boom. He can't even listen to the music in the car. If I can listen to it, I'm not in the car. Tell me what are you listening to? You're just making noise. I'm telling you, I feel the house shaking, man. There is a Negro passing by.
Especially when they pass in the neighborhood, they see like they see it's a group of females standing by and stuff like that. Oh Lord, it's going crazy. They
Right.
blasting, man.
Bum, bum. I'm like, okay, so what are you exactly listening to? You see, but this is God's people, man. We trust in vanities. Instead of putting all this money, like, do you know some of them actually change the rims for $2,000? One rim?
Yeah. That's it.
And we don't have money, we in poverty.
Sis, I'm sorry, give me a second. Did you check on Sister Danya? I text her, she didn't respond. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Okay.
Right? So the Bible says we trust in vanities, man. What we trust in, black people, we trust in the Jordans. We trust in the loudspeakers. We trust in females. We trust in the iPhones. Yeah, black, let me tell you, let a new iPhone come out, man. They're going to be fighting to get one.
iPhones are just iPhones. You're spending all your money.
Okay.
All right? So that's what we trust in, man. The Bible says we trust in vanities. Okay? And the white men love when we trust in vanities because we make them make so much money. The Satan shoes that came out sold in how many seconds? 5 seconds? Within 1 minute. Yeah, you already sold everything. Sold out. Satan shoes. Even the white men say, man, you Negroes, how, man? Like, okay, now we crazy, but come on, man. That's you go above and beyond.
And they saying they don't have money.
What? Right, and he put his blood in there. I heard. He put his own blood in there.
Oh Lord. Is it Jake that did it?
Hey, Jake, man, Leonas, man, the guy that says that sing. He started very good, man. Small town road.
Oh.
I'm gonna take my ride, and
that?
He started good until he got raped by the white man. You understand? That's what's going on, man.
Yeah, I don't listen to them folks.
People crazy, man. All right, get me, man. Get me Ezekiel 14, man. 14 and 8. We're going to be done after that because we got a lot going on. So Ezekiel 14 verse 8, man. Okay, so you think, black people think by working hard, go to the army, the police, things going to change. Good luck. Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 10.
Read.
It says,
Verse 8.
Verse 8. And I will set my face against that man, and will make him a sign and a proverb.
Starting in verse 7.
Verse 7. For every one of the house of Israel, or of the stranger that sojourned in Israel, which separated himself from me, and set it up his idols in his heart, and put it the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face.
Right, so all these men that separate themselves from the Most High, they say, man, I don't want to have nothing to do with God. I want my white Jesus. You understand? I want my own idols. What the Lord say?
And set it up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me.
Right. So then, after that, they put their iniquity. When things go bad, they're looking for the prophets. After they love white Jesus, when bad things start happening, you know, they start looking for God. Read what happened.
I, the Most High, will answer him by myself.
The Most High say, I'll answer him myself when they try to come to me after things gone bad. Read.
And I will set my face against that man, and
Right.
will make him a sign and a proverb, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people, and he shall know that I am the Most High.
Right. So if you refuse, you set yourself against the Lord will set himself against you. Okay? Because we are impudent children, man. We don't want to listen to the Most High, man. All we want to do is pleasure, have fun. You understand? Then when things go bad, oh Lord, please. When we get, the Bible says not to eat the swine flesh. And it's like, man, I love griot, man. Right. When you get that cancer, you want to call upon the Lord.
Lord, forgive me for my sin, for I have sinned.
Right? So when you don't follow the Most High laws, man, you're going to pay. Get me Amos 9 and 10, man. Okay? The Most High said, man, I'll set my face against you because you separate yourself from me. But y'all don't want to hear that word. You still don't even want to admit you God's chosen people. You understand? You still think the white men deserve that spot. All right? Read that, right?
Give me a sec. Amos 5, verse what? 10? The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 10.
Read.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
They what?
They hate him that rebuke in the gate.
Read that again.
They hate him that rebuke in the gate.
Call the verse again.
The book of Amos 5, verse 10.
Read that.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
They hate the people that are trying to tell them right things. Those that are rebuking in the gates, when the street telling you, brother, look, why Jesus is not your God? They say, man, I hate you. Give me my white Jesus. They hate him that rebuke in the gate. Read.
And they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
You see that? They abhor him that speak upright. If we speaking right, Simon, why you got to be right? You know? They hate him that speak uprightly. If you're telling them the truth, they don't like that. They don't want to see the reality of things. They don't want to believe that white people hate them. They'll find 1,000 excuses. What about some white people? Not all white people. But guess what? They're all enjoying slave money. Right? If I go ahead and kidnap someone and I share the money with you and the police find the money, a ton of money in your house, they're going to say you're not bad too. Let's say I steal cocaine and I share some cocaine with you. Or I kidnap someone, I find that person in your house. I'm not bad. But you're going to find all kind of excuse to not repent. Because you hate those that speak uprightly. Read.
Verse, it says, they hate him that rebuke in the gate, and they abhor him that speak uprightly. For as much therefore as your treading is upon the poor, and he take from him burdens of wheat. He hath built houses of hewn stone, but he shall not dwell in them. He hath planted pleasant vineyards, but he shall not drink wine of them.
Meaning you're not going to enjoy whatever you do.
Your labor.
Your labor is not going to prosper you.
Right.
You're going to have houses, but you ain't going to dwell for long. What happened? Repo. That nice car you making noise in the damn neighborhood, for they're repossessing. They come at 2 a.m. You see that flash and Negro coming out naked. No, it's not my car. The car gone, man. You see that light, but the moment you see the light, it's gone.
It's the time.
It's
the
been
time.
reposed. You understand? The Lord say, I'm against you, man. You're not going to enjoy anything that you put forth. Because you hate righteousness. Amos 9 and 10.
Read that again.
9 10. You in 5 10.
Oh,
I called 9 10. You gave me 5 10. But it was good script.
oh, really? Oh boy.
Amos 9 and 10.
Amos 9, verse 10. Oh Lord. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Shall what?
Shall die by the sword.
The Most High say, all the sinners of my, all. When it says all, meaning none remaining. All of you who refuse to repent shall die by the sword. And guess who's the Most High sword? The white man. Is the Most High sword. He used them to beat you. He used them to destroy you. And all the sinners, every one of you that refuse to keep this law, all of you, stay in Christianity, worship white Jesus. Now, right now, what's going on in the old church I used to be, so many people die. There's a guy that just dropped dead of cancer. Many people are dying with cancer right now. All the sinners. Because y'all keep some of the laws. You don't keep all of them. No, because you're still going on that high fructose corn syrup. Because a lot of you, like Seventh-day Adventists, they say don't eat pork, but you're going to go eat monoglyceride, diglyceride. This is pork too. You understand? And if you're going around, not being prudent in this white man system because I don't eat a piece of pork, then I'm good. You're going to know. You got to take care of your body before cancer take over you. And that's why we tell all of you, we gave you a list of food you shouldn't be eating in this system. Don't be like, if I don't eat pork or monoglyceride, then I'm good. What about the high fructose corn syrup? It kills a rat in 2 weeks. Give the rat full-blown cancer. Now, I know, keep going on and eating that thing. You're going to know. Then call upon the Lord to see. Because the Bible, you know what the Most High call us? Get me Ezekiel 3, man. 3 and 3. Let's see what the Most High call us. I'm going to show you some.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 3.
Amen. 3:17 actually. Ezekiel 3:17.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17.
Read.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Right, so the Most High say he made a watchman over us, man. What is a watchman? It's someone who's watching over our people. Like when we see the evil, we gotta let you know. But a lot of time we tell you about these things, you'll be like, man, I'm still going at it. Okay. Y'all don't know what's going on out here, man. You got people dying of cancer left and right. No, but we trust in that system. We trust in that food. We trust in everything they put forth. We trust in their education system. We trust in their voting rights. All right? Let me get my last one. All right? We got some things to do. Isaiah 6, Ezra 6:21. Ezra 6:21.
Ezra or Esdras.
Esdras. 621. All right, so, what we can do, people, is get ourselves together, live together, gather together. You understand?
There's no Esdras in the Bible, no?
Yeah,
There's Ezra.
it's Ezra,
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Ezra, 621. Right? Come together as a nation, man, and forget about America. Don't call the cops on each other. Let's deal with our own issues. If we don't invite them, they can't come. You understand? Let's have each other's back. Okay? We don't really need these white men. Believe me, we don't. All right? Read that, right?
The book of Ezra, chapter 6, verse 21. And the children of Israel which were come again out of captivity, and all such as had separated themselves unto them from the Philistine, from the filthiness of the heathen of the land, to seek the Most High, the power of Israel, did eat, and kept the feast of... Let's go into something.
And you can...
Did eat and kept the feast of unleavened bread 7 days with joy.
Right. So those people that left captivity are those people that got separated. You understand? You cannot, you see the correlation between captivity and separation? You cannot be free from this captivity, this physical, if you don't separate yourself from the filthiness of the heathen. So what the Lord is calling us to do, and also it says to seek the Most High. You cannot seek the Most High when you're one with America. You cannot seek the Most High when you want to participate in all the gay parade and all the wickedness, the filthiness. Most High says separate. Then you can seek me. Then you'll be free. On that, brothers and sisters, man, let's not put our trust in this place. Let's seek those things that are above, which is Jerusalem, which is above is free. Come. All praises and honor to the Most High. So I don't know if you're going to do it offline. So all praises to the Most High. Madim Lapanim Yarushim. Let's stand and face Yarushim. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Barakah Hawa. Ba'ashem. Hamashiach. Yahushai. Lanatan lanu. Wayom. Hashabat. Bashalom. Borak. Yishrael. Selak. Yishrael. Shomar. Yishrael. Todah. Amen. All praises and honor and glory unto the Most High. We thank you for bringing us back here. Oh Yahweh, may you bring changes in our heart and our mind, that we may separate ourselves from these heathen, from these nations. Give us more wisdom and understanding day by day, that we may grow in knowledge and in wisdom. Encourage us every day to read, to get knowledge, for this is where the wealth and this is where freedom, liberty comes from. We pray that you send forth your spirit among the people, give them, increase them in knowledge and wisdom, that they may see the things that we see, that they may come and collaborate with us and work together as ants work together for their food in due season, that we may be free from this captivity. Save your people for your name's sake and for your glory. Let Israel come and return to his God, and let Yaakov rejoice in his power. And let all the world know, surely we are your people. For in this moment, it doesn't seem so. But manifest yourself among the nation, and let the world know who you are. Forgive all our transgression and trespasses. Let it be, O Most High, that you change our heart, that you renew us and strengthen in power, that we may leave sin behind and we may purify ourselves. Forgive our past sins and our iniquities. Remember them no more, according to thy great mercy. And redeem Yaquab from him that is stronger than he. We pray and ask by Hashem Yahushai toward Tamyan Aman. Shabbat Shalom Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom Yaimu. Borak Hashem Yisrael. Hallelujah Hashem Yahweh. Shabbat Shalom O Israel. Shabbat Shalom Yaimu. Borak Hashem Yisrael. Hallelujah Hashem Yahweh. Give the Most High a hand. Hallelujah. All praises. I think now we're going to do the presentation. You may go off.